All right. I know I'm a minute or two early, but figure it'd be better early than late. And I didn't have any issues this morning getting on. Just move this, lift this up here. Still see me? Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, good morning, everyone. This is the continuation of Super Cooper. So I finished cutting the pattern out, and this is how I finish the back of my pattern. Since I use a spiral blade, it leaves a lot of fuzzies on the back, and this one not so much. Maybe this little piece here, so it wiggles a little bit. Majority of everything else is pretty solid, but there have been patterns in the past that I've had very thin hair pieces, and to try and sand them with by hand or with an orbital sander, it just doesn't work well. I usually break the pieces. So this here is a Micromotor. Bear Woods carries it. It's like a like a Dremel, except it's a lot lighter and hold like a pencil. Changing the bit, it's very simple. You just twist that, this comes out, and then you pop a new one in. Now, I have 3 different mandrels. I usually keep all 3 of these sandpapers, bristle discs set up so that as I'm doing it, I don't actually have to change them as far as unscrewing. It's a little flathead. It's pretty quick. Oops, got my timer set. Make sure I wasn't late. And hopefully it'll shut off. So you just take them off and put them on. Now, if you take these off and flap it, because, hold on. As you can see, the bristles, you can see. So if you turn the spindle on, you'll see that it goes. Now you don't want to go against them because they'll just rip apart. But a cool thing on this is that it has a reverse, forward and reverse. I guess I'm on reverse. So I guess I flopped them at one point in time, but now I just keep them on this one. So if you change it over to the bits, which I have in here somewhere, I'm gonna have to shut that timer off. It's not gonna stop. Give me 1 second. Like little burrs, you actually have to, make sure your forward and reverse is proper. Just give me 1 second, sorry. The other thing with this rotary tool is it comes with a foot pedal. You can, it's on the floor right now. So if you hit the foot pedal, turn on, foot pedal off, or you can actually, there's a switch on the side that you'll adjust the speed with this turn knob. And I like using the foot pedal just because when I let off of it, it stops. And then I don't have to keep worrying about reaching up here and worrying about that. So cool. The other thing is it has a little stand. You can I gotta get used to this camera. It's reversed. Cool thing is if you turn it on and it's in there, it won't do anything. If you're laying down, turn it on, watch it go. So this is pretty much, I don't do full speed. Usually have it a quarter to half, and then just come through and it just takes the fuzzies off. And I really don't have to worry about it changing the contour of the pattern at all. Probably should have done half of this so that I don't have to do the whole thing. But see how long it takes. Usually doesn't take too long. I did want to show the blue up. Anybody? Hey, Chippy! What's happening? Anybody has any questions? Type them in the chat. All the links for all the products are in the description. I haven't had an issue yet doing this, even with the hair pieces. I don't like push hard on the pattern. Just let it ride. You know, the pressure of the motors is enough weight, you know, to push into it. And I believe this is an 80 grit. I think it's 80, 150, 220. I think that's how the numbers go. I mainly use this, the 80 for the pattern. Takes it off pretty quick, and I'll stay here too long. Good morning, Chip. I just say if I were to sand this with a orbital sander, that piece would snap off. No questions asked. So takes a couple more minutes, I guess. Maybe if I had a drum sander, I could throw it through there. Light passes, but even with an orbital sander, I would come back with like a utility knife or something and scrape off some of the fuzzies, just because it wouldn't get down in there. See, I'm pushing in there, It's getting all the way down. And this could be used for a variety of tools, not tools, a variety of projects. There goes my neighbor. I'm sorry, it's a gorgeous day out, so I wanted to open up the garage door. So I think this headset blocks out most of the noise, but and you could do some, if you had some texture you want to do onto a pattern, you could use this. Yes. I can deal with this weather all year round. I don't like the heat. So if anybody has any questions or anything, just type them in the chat, and I'll glance over every couple of minutes. If you guys didn't see yesterday, I did a, I think it was like 3 hours, a 3-hour live session of cutting the pattern. It took me about another hour, I guess. After I came back, I had to bring my son to work, and then instead of getting on so late, I figured I'd get this cut and prep it for today. Hey, Dave, what's happening? What do you call the sanding discs? Sanding, it's a disc. It's a bristle disc. There should be a link in the description. This one here is an 80 grit. I believe the blue is 150 and then 220. I think that's the grits that it goes. I mainly use the 80 just because it cleans it up nicely, quick, and it doesn't change the contour of the pattern at all. Now, if you had a, let's say like a hill pattern that you did, you can kind of use one of the burrs and do like a texture, so you can have like almost like a 3D. I plan on doing one of those very shortly. It's an old barn picture. Yeah, Dave's scrolling like it's because the CNC has stuff on it right now, but it'll be going back again. Yeah, Dave, I've actually used this after I cut stuff on the CNC. I used the what are these? The cutoff wheels. Snap them on, and then I just cut the tabs off. So, especially when it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't wake people in the house running a router. This is very quiet. Let's say we're a third done. 15. I figured an hour to get it all cut and glued up. Sanded and glued up. I don't have room for a second one, Dave. Hopefully everybody's day's going well. How could it not be going well? You got up. Now you're online. So as I'm coming up to this piece, that see how it's I just won't push down too hard with it, but it will sand just fine. That's right, Dave. Every time I wake up, it's going to be a great day. As long as I wake up and get up. I'll be happy and grateful that you're around. So this pattern is Cooper. It's Paul Mayette, a friend of mine from the Providence of Rhode Island. Right? Providence? I think that's what it's called. He unfortunately lost his dog. Sad because about a year or two ago he lost his other dog, and I did a pattern for him of what was the original dog's name? Oh, can't think. Mia? I think it was Mia. And I sent it to him, and he was very grateful. I was thinking about doing it again this time, but I was like, I don't know how I would feel about it until he contacted me and asked me if I would do one of Cooper, and I graciously accepted the honor to do one, and that's what we do. The community we're in, we help each other. So if you got a minute, go look up Paul Mayette. I don't know if I put a link for his stuff in the description. I'm sorry, Paul. I will put it in my Facebook and YouTube description after this. Go check out Paul's stuff. Good guy. Oh, Providence is the capital of Rhode Island. Yeah, I forget where he's at though. In Rhode Island. What's isn't DC is DC, but I thought there was something. I don't remember. I've been out of school too long. What's happening, Chris? How you been? I got to get up to see you soon. Or you come down and see me. Pawtucket. All right, I think we're done with this side. All right, Cooper's half done. Anybody has any questions? Just type them in the chat. Unfortunately, we can't play any music in the background because social media does not like that. Chris, you're welcome to come just about any time. Don't really have anything going on right now. Other than kids being home. School's from home. They should have shop class now, right? Since they're home. Maybe. We'll see. Sophia and Alexa, when I was cutting this yesterday, they were like, oh, can we come out and cut? I'm like, not today, but another day. Sophia and Alexa are two of my 3 daughters. McKenna, the marvelous, she is my 3rd daughter. And then, of course, the prince, he's probably going to get ready for work soon. So I've been using this rotary tool for, I don't know, 2 years now, I think. And yes, it may take a little bit longer to sand this, but if you snap a piece off, then have to glue it or recut, it's well worth it. It's a little bit of time. And most of the time what I'll do is I'll cut a bunch of them and then I'll just sit here and sand all of them. Like I was doing this morning, sanding the back of this. I have a bunch of these proud to be's that I have to get done. Oh, no problem, Susanna. Oh yeah, Chris, the podcast, Makers International. I will be on, and we're talking about scroll saws, right, Chris? All things scroll saw. You're gonna love that one. Almost done. And normally on most of these patterns, animal patterns, I don't do any stain. I try and get a nice piece of figured ply. This is a 1/4 inch birch, regular birch. That was close. And then I usually clear coat everything. So the backer's usually black, brown, mostly black, just because of I think it just brings out the pattern and the grain and the pattern. So mostly black, and then I'll clear coat everything. I don't. Every once in a while, maybe I'll do a little rub. What's it called? What's it called? Now I draw a blank. Not linseed oil. Boiled linseed oil? No. Maybe. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that right now, but majority of the time I don't finish it other than the clear coat at the top. I think it just giving it that little bit of shine pops the grain, and of course after I'm done with this all, and there'll be a post of the finished product. Did all this, just this bottom section. So if you're not yet subscribed to any of the channels, please subscribe and you'll be notified. I'll be doing a bunch more of these live sessions. They're easier to do than full videos just because I don't have to edit it, but I could also answer questions right away versus waiting. Yeah. There will be a frame around this when I'm done. Fortunately, I don't have all of the pieces cut to apply the frame today. Well, live, but after all said and done, I'll put the border on. It looks like that's it. The cool thing is, if I see anything when I'm done, then just pop it. And this is the transfer paper I was talking about yesterday. I just peel this off, pattern comes off, and I don't have any as you can see, that piece didn't budge when I pulled it off. Now, transfer paper stays on as I cut, and really don't have an issue with it popping off. So that is done. There's a couple spots. Hold on. All right. I don't have my nozzle hooked up to the compressor. And that, my friends, is Super Cooper. Yeah, as you can see, I stepped on the pedal. So normally what I use is, where is it? Tight Pond. Son of a gun. Just ordered more, so. I'll use the gel. Type Bond gel, and I also use regular Type Bond original. So what I'll do is move that off to the side. Just do a quick Yeah, I know I shouldn't be doing this on the table saw, but getting done anyway. So why do I use both? The CA mainly just grabs it quick and will hold it, and then the tight bond regular glue will finish it off. I just they say that you could use the CA glue permanently, but I just don't want like the middle of the chest to pop off one day, and then how am I supposed to get glue back there? So I usually just use a little bit of and it's mainly all where the big spots are. I don't the CA I'll put where the little ones, just because I don't want to have regular glue squeeze out. Most people know it. Ah, okay, going fast. And I don't usually use the instant on painted pieces just because it will change the color. Learn that the hard way. Thank you. And I like the gel just because it's a little thicker and I got a little bit more time with it. just about it. Looks good. Oh, do this out here. Maybe I don't have to do the corners because I'm going to put the border around it. But and then whoops. Just had my clamps. What do I do with them? There they go. Usually clamp the corners and then I'll put a weight on the weight on the center. So there we go. That is going to be the finished piece. I could blow that dust out after. There's something heavy. So yeah, I just go around, I'll grab a bunch of objects and throw them on top. But as for this project, this is done, and I'll be posting a hey Tracy. That's about it for this one. So I will post finished product, finished. I gotta get more clamps. This is bowing a little bit. What was I saying? I will post a finished picture of this when once I get the frame up and the gloss top. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be safe. Oh, hi, Victoria. Thank you. Thanks, Mom. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.